passionate about his lifetime joy, which is mine finds. Folks, this is the epitome of that, celebrating sleeping beauty, the turquoise that is so revered all over the world. You say the name Sleeping Beauty and everybody knows what you're talking about. And then, of course, with Kingman, which we will get into. Jay, let's just pause for a second and take a quick time out and really dive into this. This pendant comes with a necklace, which I love. It's a beautiful necklace. The pendant that you see, obviously what you have here is around 8mm, the cushion, I love the cushion cut of 13 by 18. It is a joyful piece that celebrates your history, your heritage, and two of the most important turquoise
These are two of the most renowned turquoise properties in the United States, okay? I actually designed this for a reason, right? We got a lot of requests from our viewers that just wanted something simple, right? They just wanted something simple. You see this on Ange. Do you see this simple pop of color, right? But it's the history of this, and it's the actual, the materials mean a lot on this. It's very, very symbolic. It's a very simple, contemporary look. On the top, you've got the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. That comes from my private collection, okay? That material, if you have this quality material, you can name your price.
Absolutely.
Literally name your price. These are the kind of rough materials that I still have in my private collection that I literally let out, release like at a teaspoon at a time, if not a half a teaspoon at a time. These are materials that I can't replace. They are highly sought after. In this case, same thing. The rough, actually just the raw material, the rough could be sold for more money than what you can sell the finished design for. Then this bottom here, this long cushion cut, that is Kingman Blue Basin turquoise. I obtained that well over, going on a decade ago. I don't even know if Marty even has any more of that material. The Blue Basin area, the Blue Basin, where the Blue Basin was in the mine, is completely mined out. In fact, that's all already been backfilled, and they've already moved back on the mountain. They're completely away from her. I have some great footage that I actually shot from the air on Blue Basin. Actually, we have pictures of Marty and I in the yard when they really harvested the Blue Basin. And there's that whole yard of blue. I know that he wishes he could go back to that day, right? But the reason that I can actually even sell this and sell these at this price is for the fact that we are not marking the raw materials up to current market value.
So you love it. We can see that. We're anticipating a sellout in around 8 minutes time. I think what is obvious is the elevated design of the beautiful, gorgeous necklace. And you can see here, this really is this beautiful wheat chain that has a gorgeous articulation, fluidity to it, feels nice on the skin. So we love this necklace. I love the open bell. I would use this necklace with it because it's included, but you could put it on your own. It's a very elevated and luxurious and heirloom piece. We see a lot of organic and freeform and beautiful examples of Jay's jewelry throughout the show. This is a one of a kind. There's nothing else like it. And for any jewelry lover, again, not to be like that about the price, but you can't ignore it. I mean, it's $139. If I put this in your local mall's jewelry store, in that beautiful jewelry store where everything's expensive, this would probably have an extra 1 in front of it, if not more. This is big, this isn't tiny, this is a large.
It's large, but it's the history, right?
And it's quality.
It's quality and it's American history. If you're a turquoise aficionado, if you're a connoisseur, if you really like things that are actually rare and they're American, right? This is as American as it gets, guys. Okay, the Sleeping Beauty, again, Sleeping Beauty turquoise, for those who really don't know turquoise, is probably one of the, it was not only one of the best quality materials, turquoise materials that ever came out in the United States, but it was absolutely, Monty, who owned the mine, was probably the best marketer.
Do you know
that yeah, of course. Monty Nichols, you see, actually has come on the show.
Shut up.
No, Marty.
Here?
No, he's been here. Marty Cobal and Monty Nichols, both the mine owners. When we did projects, both of them have been on air with me here at one time. Monty is a really amazing person. I mean, but he was a marketer. I mean, he really was a marketing genius. And he really took Sleeping Beauty to a whole new level. And you know, when you go to Europe and you go to Harrods, is a perfect example. Yeah, you know Harrods, right?
Indeed, I do.
Probably been there, right?
Just a few times, to my chagrin. Yes.
Yeah, well, Harrods is really amazing. Okay, so I went into Harrods, right? And sure enough, on one of the floors, they had these beautiful, amazing turquoise beads, clear. And I was looking at it, what do you think the tag said?
Go on.
Sleeping Beauty. So Sleeping Beauty, and the price was like, it was like 10,000 pounds, which is probably that's like $16,000.
Yeah, well, this is what I mean. Love Harrods, but you don't leave Harrods without spending a small fortune.
I know. Now, you know, the thing is, it had the turquoise, and I'm a manufacturer, so I know what I would have in those beads. And then it had little 18-karat gold finding on it, little lobster claw. And this is, I'm not talking 10 years ago, guys.
No.
I'm talking last year when we went.
Yeah.
We went in. I spend as little time in London as possible, right? But I had to go in for something. We went in to see somebody. We actually went in and did some plays and stuff. It was kind of cool. But anyway, I went in there and I looked at that and I was intrigued. And here's Sleeping Beauty. But there again, that, you know, it's an American turquoise, it's American legend, but that's the kind of money that they get for this material, for the Sleeping Beauty, and it's just the quality of the material, but it's the name. I mean, it's just something that's very, very rare. And now the price on this is actually, if you've got the right Sleeping Beauty rough, do you know, weight for weight, it's more expensive than gold. And weight for weight, a lot of the premium quality Sleeping Beauty turquoise actually is worth more weight for weight than gold in certain qualities of material. Then, on top of that, you have the American story. On the bottom, you have the Kingman Blue Basin. Okay, the Kingman mine is literally the oldest. There is documented proof that ancient cultures mined in the where the Mineral Park deposit is, where the Kingman mine is located now. There you can prove that ancient cultures literally mined turquoise there at one time. Not only that, they have found pieces of that turquoise as far as Bolivia. So to show you that ancient cultures actually traded.
That's amazing.
Traded turquoise. Do you know that's why? How do you think that you find when I was a kid in New Mexico, up around Farmington and that area and stuff? We used to go into all these pack net, they call them pack rats, and we'd find these nests, and we would find like these little white pieces, like tubes and stuff, and they were hand carved beads, right? And a friend of mine, I took him to him, and he was a Native American collector. He collected all kinds of artifacts and everything like that. And he's the one that told me, "Do you know what that is?" And I said, "No, that's why I brought it to you." It's coral. So it shows that the ancient cultures had trade routes that ran down. You don't find coral growing in New Mexico anywhere. It's not there, guys. So it had to come from an area with a coral. You're getting ready to show that was Marty. This is Marty? Okay, guys. Okay, that's Marty. That's Blue Basin when it came out. That turquoise that you're looking at right there.
Yes.
That's me as Fat J.
Oh, stop it. Yes.
Do you see that? Okay, look at that. That's when he first hit the Blue Basin. That's when this material was bought. He wishes he could go back to those days. That was 10 years ago or better. And that's when I bought that material. That's where that material came from.
Jay, I love seeing that. To have the vision, the story, just the background to the pieces you buy is so wonderful, and that's why for 28 years, Mine Finds has been HSN's #1 jewelry brand. This is a love letter to American turquoise. That's what it is. It's Sleeping Beauty in Cayman.
It's symbolic.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And here again, this is something, now I will tell you this right now, okay? I'll throw this in. I didn't make the chain, right?
Right.
Which is really actually very unusual for me. Now, if you notice though, I can't just get away with actually taking somebody else's stuff, so I actually put our enhancer on
I see you added
so
it.
I add so I can claim it, right? But I didn't make the chain. I am not getting in the chain business, okay? I know but that is a really fine, handcrafted Italian sterling silver chain, but I'm not gonna get into it. Now, this is my finding. So I added my 2 3/4 inch enhancer chain on it, so it still gives you that flexibility. It makes it easy to put on, right?
But that, I mean, that's a really elevated look, and I want to make sure you know you're getting that necklace with it. Guys, we are selling this out. There are 200 left. 500 are already spoken for. This will not be on television again. I have no other Sleeping Beauty. In fact, I've been on with Jay for 3 or 4 days now. It all blurs together, but there's been no other Sleeping Beauty in any show.
No, you haven't seen any Sleeping Beauty, and you won't really. Do I have Sleeping Beauty? Yes, I do. Are you going to see it every now and just like this?
A sprinkling.
No. I save it for something like this. This is symbolic. We designed this to be symbolic. These are 2 of the greatest examples of American turquoise, Americana at its finest as far as the rough materials. Okay?
And that's because it's our Global Jewelry Treasures event, and this is an American treasure.
Right, that's actually why we did it. It's a global treasure.
It all comes together now, Jay.
You see the theme?
It's amazing. I get it all.
No, you know, actually, you know, we're goofing around, but it's actually the truth.
It is. I know it is.
It is actually the truth. We actually built this for this show, knowing that this was coming up, and we wanted to do something unique. We wanted to do something special. And here again, you see this on Ange, and she does such a great job. She's so patient with us. And if you see this, though, look at this. Okay, but when you're away from Ange, look, that camera's...
Pops, look at the size of it.
Look at it, but look at the color. It pops, you see it. It's that splash of color. Do you know, as a guy, I would wear this, to tell you the truth, too. I mean, this is, again, it's symbolic of the 2 greatest turquoise mines that we ever had in America.
And again, it's $139. I don't think there's anybody in this room or anybody at home who would look at this and go, yeah, $139, no way. I do want to tell you, and please don't be mad at me, there are some earrings, but there's only 100 pairs left. Let's just give you the full details on the earrings. If you do love the style and the design, again, you see echoes exactly